Carbon steel skillets. Should you season them once or season them a bunch? Who knows? In today's video, we're going to answer that question. I have a brand new Debouille Mineral B Element carbon steel skillet. We are going to season this thing from start to finish, show you precisely how to season a Debouille carbon steel skillet on a gas cooktop. We're going to season it one time correctly, and then we're going to see if that's all we need to do some cooking, or do we need to season this thing over and over and over like a lot of times you see on the internet. Let's get started. Now, to season this guy, I really do like the Mineral Bs because they are some of the easier carbon steel to season. That B in Mineral B stands for beeswax. There's a little bumblebee in the logo. These pans are shipped from the factory with a coating of beeswax. We need to run this pan under very hot water and wash it down with a sponge, no soap, and that will remove some of the beeswax. A little bit of the beeswax will remain on the pan, and that is okay. That's exactly what they want you to do if you read the directions. Once we've done that, we want to dry the pan thoroughly, and then we're going to move to the stove top. Now, to season the pan, what I've got here is a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. And when you're new and getting started, use vegetable oil, canola oil, grapeseed oil, or sunflower oil. Don't use flax, don't use olive oil, don't use ghee, don't use anything exotic. A few months from now, when you're a pro, you can try some of those things if you want to. But when you're new, use canola, vegetable, sunflower, or grapeseed oil, and you'll get started on the right foot. And what we're going to do is pour this oil into the pan, and we're going to bring it up until it's smoking. Now, we're going to need to pour that smoking hot oil out. So what I like to do is get a used can here with a paper towel in it, something to pour that hot oil in. We're also going to need a bunch of paper towels. Enough paper towels to make Greta Thunberg cry. Okay, so I got the pan on a medium-high burner, got the oil in there. After about 3 minutes, I started to see some color change on the sides of the pan. Between 3 and 4 minutes, I started seeing whiffs of smoke. Up around 4 minutes, it's smoking pretty nicely. And I go ahead and pour that hot oil out into that tin can with the paper towel in it. And once we pour that smoking hot oil out, we want to get a big wad of paper towels. And you want to keep a big wad of paper towels between your hand and the searing hot pan. And we're going to pour that smoking hot oil out, then wipe that pan until it looks dry. I put it back on the burner and I get another wad of paper towels and wipe. Then I put it back on the burner for about 15 seconds or so. Now that is it for our initial seasoning. What we want to do is turn the flame off, take that pan off the burner, and let that thing cool down. Very important here, once the pan is cool, run your fingers over the surface of the pan. It should feel like smooth metal. If it feels tacky or sticky or plasticky, you want to put that pan back on a burner and let it heat up until you see a wisp of smoke again, and let it cool down again. Let that oil harden in. But it should feel smooth, like smooth metal. So we have seasoned this pan one time. Let's try the proverbial fried egg test and see how we did. Got the pan heating up, in goes my butter. I wait for the bubbling and crackling to abate a little bit. In goes my egg. And boom, we nailed that fried egg the very first time. That thing is sliding around like a hockey puck. We went from brand new carbon steel skillet to seasoned to cooking delicious food in less than an hour. Should you season once or season a bunch? I say season once correctly and then just start cooking. There's a little bit of a learning curve when you're new to carbon steel. I think your time is much better spent developing your cooking skills and getting to know your pan, and especially producing delicious food, than spending hours and hours and hours seasoning over and over and over. Cook more and season less. Now, I'm going to do a big in-depth video on this Debouille carbon steel. mineral B element. If you want to see that, I'm going to have more cooking and more information on the pan. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and turn your notifications on so they let you know when the video is released. If you decide you want to get one of these for yourself, it's a nice thing to do to use the old affiliate shopping links below. I buy all these pans myself, and if you see the video and you're going to buy one anyway, it really does help if you go through those affiliate links. Look somewhere on the screen for links to other videos you might enjoy. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time on Uncle Scott's Kitchen.